Anderson. It's Megan Mullally and Nick Offerman here. We just wanted to wish you a Happy New Year and wanted to extend an invitation to you to join us in our bed for some sex.
Bring it.
See you soon.
Hello, Kathy.
We love you.
Wow.
Come on, people.
I mean,
Megan Mullally and Nick Offerman.
wow.
Give it up.
That's
That's commitment. And a nice invitation. I thought. Very friendly.
I mean,
Have you been to their house?
I have not.
Oh. Never mind. I won't tell you about it. I don't want to hurt you.
They are incredibly talented.
They're
great.
incredibly people.
Yes.
Yes.
Midnight is fast approaching here in New York Times Square. Less than an hour to go until 2017.
But may I stop you? Because
Yes.
there have been so many moments that you're responsible for that I think we need to revisit. Oh, I don't know. Like the time that you were on 60 Minutes with your bonobos.
Is there a clip?
Yeah,
Oh.
there's a clip.
Oh, okay.
Trust me.
Yeah.
And there's some explaining to do after the clip.
All right.
So
He will not leave you because you have so nice fur. They are interesting by the hair.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a lot of questions.
It's a bonobo sanctuary in Kinshasa in
Yeah,
Congo.
I watched. All right. First of all, the bonobo's behavior, is that how you see me in your life? Like a little bonobo that's like sort of jumping on you and you kind of don't really, but you're very accepting.
They're great.
But when I try to pick things out of your hair, you get mad.
No, I just
I'm
worry.
grooming you. I'm grooming you.
That's what it is? Okay.
Now, here's a question. I'm going to ask you to be honest. And I know that's a stretch. Did you illegally bring a bonobo back into the... Yes, you did. It's so something you would do.
I mean, I don't believe in, there are people who buy exotic animals. That's
Yes.
not something I would... If I could, I would get a sloth.
Oh, you have a sloth thing like I've never seen.
If I could have any exotic animal, it'd be sloth. But
if
it's
you
not
are-
appropriate.
But I would say you have a lot of energy. So why do you like sloths so much? Because you envy them?
No, they sleep 18 hours a day.
So do you, Jacknap.
They poop once a week.
So do you.
Always in the same spot.
So do you.
And when they do, they lose a third of their body weight.
And that's
they're
why
so
you don't
cute.
need to go to the gym.
All they do is just hug you, and they move really slowly. Have you ever seen a baby sloth? Oh, they're so adorable.
I've seen them on your show, but now I feel like you're speaking in such detail as if you have them. All right, now the other clip that we'd like to show, I admit...
These are things from the past year, I think.
Yes, the highlights.
Okay.
Now, you know that I admit that I tend to laugh involuntarily at inappropriate things.
Yes.
So please show the clip of Anderson on Who Do You Think You Are?
Holy crap. Burwell Boykin, cause of death, killed by Negro.
Boykin was murdered by a rebellious slave.
Wow.
Your ancestor was beaten to death with a farm hoe.
Oh my God. That's amazing. This is incredible. I'm blown away.
You think he deserved it?
Yeah. I have no doubt.
It's a horrible way to die, Anderson.
He had 12 slaves. I don't feel bad for him.
I think that's an appropriate response.
The nerve, or as my mother would say, the crust of you acting surprised you had slaves.
I've never heard of that man, of my he's like my great grandfather, my
What was
dad's
his last name?
Burwell Boykin. I'd never heard of him before.
You had no idea that your family...
No, the Cooper...
The Vanderbilts.
No, not that. This is my dad's side of the family from Mississippi.
The Coopers.
And they were all too poor to own slaves. They fought for the Confederacy, so I thought they would have owned slaves if they could have, but they were too poor because they were basically like sharecroppers. They were farmers.
And you never heard that until that moment.
I had not. I honestly
do you
had not.
currently have any slaves?
But no, I honestly had not heard that. That's a great show on public television. It's not.
It's not Who Do You Think You Are?
No, it's
the other one.
Finding Your Roots.
You're right.
Skip Gates. But it's a great show. No, I was totally stunned by that. It was
I just was
fascinating.
expecting you to go, I know.
No. I was totally blown away.
All right, are you going to be recovering from that when you watch the Chicago Marathon tomorrow about the band Chicago? All right, now we're going to move on. We're going to lighten it up with Who's Your Hall Pass, because yours is Mark Wahlberg.
Well,
I would like you to do a cold reading and do my hall passes, even though my lovely boyfriend is right here.
All right,
Go ahead.
all right.
Oh, no.
Let me put on the glasses of shame.
Sexy alert. The sexy is leaving. It's leaving Manhattan.
All right, these are your hall passes. Charles Osgood.
Oh, my God, so
CBS
hot.
Sunday Morning, just
so
retired.
Hot, with the bow tie and nothing else.
A great writer. David Gergen, I knew this. I knew
Professor
Gergen.
David, it's Professor. Don't insult me.
Wow, Jimmy Carter is your hall pass.
President Jimmy Carter in a heartbeat. No
okay.
offense, Rosalind. No offense.
Okay, Sidney Poitier, did not know that.
He's in my book.
I
in
didn't
fact,
know he was
I
a
have
hall
a
pass.
deal with Sydney where his wife Joanna and
I remember the story.
we're going to
Yes.
swap one night to give each guy a night off.
And the entire horn section of Chicago.
Yeah, duh.
All right.
I assume yours is the same list?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, let's check in with Richard Quest, who each hour has been...
New outfit change, maybe?
Yes, he's been sort of embracing a whole new look. Oh, Richard, wow.
Yeah.
Richard Quest means
Anderson,
business.
We've decided to upgrade the look of this evening.
He
The
did.
sort of thing, Anderson, you might have as a come as you are every night party.
Yes.
Just a little thing that we've put together in a couple of sousou. Now, let's meet the crowd as we truly head towards midnight. All right.
Hey!
Your name is
Hunter Kowal from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina. This is Hunter and Liz, and they have the distinction of being the very first people in Times Square.
Very first.
What time?
7 a.m.
All right. Have you been to the toilet since 7 a.m.?
Yes, once at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. right before.
Oh, I don't want to know. Oh, right. Where are you from?
Auburn, Alabama.
Alabama?
Australia.
Australia. Why are you here?
To celebrate with everyone.
All right, let's have a big cheer. Oh, that is pathetic. Try it again. Where have you come from?
From Peru.
From where?
Peru.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, of course. I love it.
Is this your first time in Times
my
Square?
first time here at Times
Would
Square.
you do it again?
Excuse me.
Would you come here again?
Yeah, I
What
will.
time were you here?
Like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Wow, I think it means 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The extraordinary thing about the atmosphere here is just the sheer number of people. The 1.5 million down there. Where are you from?
I'm from Japan.
From Japan?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you.
You having fun?
Yeah, very fun.
Good.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Where are you from?
I'm from Japan.
Lots of people from Japan who've decided to celebrate. Anderson, look to your left.
There you are. Oh, look, there you are.
I'm ready to do a twirl and a dance.
Oh, okay.
I love him.
There's nobody like Richard
There's
Quest.
no one, and I have to say, the person that he was physically beating with a balloon was
Yes.
very accepting.
It's very accepting.
And it probably hurt a little bit, you know what I mean?
you know, it
but
does.
he's rich, he's questy.
Megan Mullally, who was
And
just
Nick Offerman.
and Nick Offerman, who just did that funny. They actually have a comedy special, Summer of '69, no apostrophe, shooting January 14th in Irvine at the Barclay, so people can go and be
see
part
them.
of
And also, Meg is in the new movie called Why Him with Franco and Bryan Cranston.
that. She's so good,
They're all
and
great.
they're both so good.
Yes.
I mean, they're both so talented and so funny. We are coming up on midnight, 51 minutes from now.
Wait, tomorrow's
This has flown by, I gotta say.
I know, and usually we complain about it, but this is actually flying by.
It's flying by.
All right, so tomorrow, I know you like your binge watching.
I love to
So
binge
what are
watch.
your, because, you know, because of my job, doing 80 cities this year on my Celebrity Run-Ins tour, I can't really watch great
God,
TV.
if only we had a listing of all the places you were going to be.
If only there was a scroll
if
of
only there
just
was
some of the
a
dates I
scroll
was playing.
of just some
where
of
you
the
can get
80
tickets
dates.
of the 80 cities.
Oh my gosh, look, there is a scroll.
There they are. Get tickets while you can, because I'm going to tell you everything about tonight that he would never admit to. Okay, now first of all, what are your binge shows going to be tomorrow? Because I know you're very hoity-toity.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm binge watching right now. I'm
Okay.
binge watching Vikings from the History Channel.
Never heard of it.
It's a 4th season. There's 4 seasons. I hadn't watched it. I've been watching. I mean, I'm almost done with the 4th season. I've watched all seasons.
And what else? Because you always
I
have
just
like
finished
obscure...
The Crown. The Crown about.
I've heard about The Crown.
Yeah, it's
okay.
very good.
Yeah.
It's Netflix. I watched a lot of The Fall season 3. It was just Netflix bought it, but it was BBC Northern Ireland the first 2 seasons.
You are an old lady.
Borgen.
You are an old lady. You should have a tea cozy, because here is my binge list, and I
Okay.
would like you to read it proudly.
I gotta get the glasses. I gotta drive.
Bye,
away.
sexy. Bye. See you guys next year. And there he is.
See? Yeah. All right. This is what you're binge watching. My 600-pound life. I've watched that.
Okay, I just have to say something, and I have to be honest. They had an intervention the other night that was a 600-pound life meets intervention with a transgender person in Canada. It was mind-blowing. I could watch it 10 times.
Okay.
It was someone transitioning, but also dieting.
Wow, that's gonna be
and
tough.
stopping drinking.
Oy, that's a lot.
And transitioning.
Right.
That's why I binge watch. All right, what else?
Leah Remini, Scientology in the Aftermath.
Have you seen it?
I haven't. I did an interview with her, though, and I've read all
They
the
showed
books.
the clip of you busting the sci-type people.
Yes. Yeah.
They're in it now.
Yeah.
It's riveting. Leah, you are doing the best work of your life. I love it.
Intervention. That's an oldie, but a goodie.
But a goodie delivered. And now there's a Canadian one, so they're like, I'm drunk, eh? I gotta stop my crack, eh?
Oh my God! But I feel so bad for so many of those folks.
I did too.
90 Day Fiance. I watched this once. I didn't understand what it was.
Of course not. It's about people that love. So what it is where you have 90 days to bring someone from another country, which you've done several times, and then you have 90 days to marry them, or else they don't get their citizenship.
Is that really what it is?
Yes. It's called a K-1 visa. And there's a lot of couples that I'm going to be honest, you're not even pulling for at all. Like the whole time you're like, go back to your country no matter how horrible it seemed.
You know what? Married at First Sight. That's the one I saw, not 90 Day Fiance. Yeah, Married at First Sight.
Wait, so now you're sexy, and so you don't even know what you're talking about. That's how this guy works. The glasses come up. He's like a dumb blonde. But he doesn't know how to delineate. All right, Married at First Sight is where you don't know the person.
Right.
You meet in a not very nice ballroom, and then you fight until you divorce. It's fantastic.
That's the one I think I saw. Snapped, we talked about, and...
Not enough.
Who the bleep did I marry?
Oh, that's a good one, where women realize they married someone who was not the way he seemed. And then they scheme at a way to get him in a way where they won't get caught.
And the final show you're binge watching, you said Rachel Maddow or you, same difference.
Oh, did I write that down?
Yes, you did.
Sorry.
Hey, let's check in with Gary Tuchman and his daughter Lindsay in Miami with a special guest. Gary?
Anderson and Kathy, we are at the world's largest poolside New Year's Eve party. Justin Bieber's going to be performing on the stage. No one's in the pool. They're dressed to kill. They can't go in the pool. But with us, two of the other acts after Justin Bieber. Our daughter Lindsay's with us. Who's our first act is with us?
Here is my good friend now, Skrillex. He's going to be performing at the after party later
and
tonight.
Also with us is the famous DJ Marshmello. He's named Marshmello for obvious reasons. We don't even know his identity. And that's what a lot of DJs do. They're very anonymous, but they're both great. Marshmello and Skrillex. Skrillex, tell us, how does it differ performing on New Year's Eve than any other day of the year?
I mean, it's the New Year's Eve, so everyone's excited. For a new beginning. Everyone's with all their people. Everyone's just having a good time already. It already has a set a tone for one of the most exciting times of the year, I think, or the most exciting time.
Why are so many DJs that like to be anonymous like Marshmello, and you're a quiet guy too?
I think we're producers, so we're really focused on production, and we kind of like sometimes sit in the background. So I think we're kind of used to that. But
I know Lindsay wants to ask you something.
So I have a question. There's a funny story about my dad here. He came up to me the other day after working out, and he was listening to your to Bang Array. He goes, "Oh man, you have to listen to this song." And I was very surprised that he loved it. So tell me, how do you appeal to all these people of all different ages?
I have no idea. I go in the studio and I make music that I love, and hopefully other people like it too. And you never know who's gonna like what, and it always comes out naturally. So
well, you certainly appeal to us.
Well, thank you.
Now Skrillex will be performing after Justin Bieber, and then Marshmello after him. I don't know if we can hear Marshmello because of his mask. Marshmello, let me ask you this. This is one of the loudest parties I've ever been to. I can't even hear my own voice. Just give me a nod, yes or no. Do you wear the helmet, the Marshmello helmet, because you want to be anonymous? And do you want to be anonymous because you don't think you should take the glory of the musicians you work with? And do you love what you do? And are you excited about being here for New Year's Eve? Marshmello, it's nice talking to you. I've never talked to a Marshmello before. Lindsay, is this the craziest party you've ever been to?
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
It's off the chain right now. Look around, look around.
Take a look. Yeah, we'll take a look around. About 3,000 people here at this party, paid from $500 a head to $50,000 for being pampered and inside this amazing Fontainebleau hotel. Fancy, beautiful, elegant, and possibly chic. And we're all having a wonderful time, especially with these guys. Right, guys? By the way, I'm a friend of the music business in Los Angeles who says this man right here is the most polite Uber passenger in Los Angeles. Is that true?
I gotta keep those 5 stars, you know, always 5 stars.
Minus guys, and Marshmallow. Anderson and Kathy, I put my earphone on so I can hear you. And back to you.
Marshmallow, thanks. We'll talk to you guys a little bit later. We're about 45 minutes away now from midnight, much more ahead, live from Times Square. We're obviously going to bring you all the sights and the sounds at the stroke of midnight, the ball dropping, all the music, all the emotion, full night of music, cocktails, as I understand it, also in
hold
Orleans.
on 1 second.
Yes,
you
I
totally
did.
made that up.
What?
You said all the emotion.
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't
did.
even in the prompter.
It wasn't in the prompter. I made it up.
What emotion?
There's a lot of emotion at Stroke of Midnight in Times Square.
I feel like you didn't even act like you cared about Skrillex. Skrillex has feelings.
No, I'm not saying.
And DJ Marshmallow.
Yeah, no, but I think here there's a lot of emotion.
There is a lot of emotion.
It's very.
Now you know what I was thinking. I was thinking how you're at the point in your life where you need like a nickname.
Yeah.
Like you know how Maria Bartoom was the Money Honey?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so I came up with some for you.
All right, let's take a quick break and then we'll get some of the nicknames.
A lot of anticipation and emotion.